Your subconscious mind is like a printer, and it prints your reality. So your current reality is a manufacture or result of what's in your subconscious mind, but not only that, it's a result of what's in the subconscious mind of others as well. And it's important for us to shape our subconscious mind to overpower other people's subconscious minds to really create the reality that we want. I want to share with you the power of ignoring your current reality so you can create the reality that you want. Let's get started. Hey superstar, it's Gavin here from Wake Up Fulfilled. Welcome back to my channel. I'm a subconscious mind specialist. I help people reprogram their subconscious personality so they can create the reality that they want automatically. We're going to be talking about how to ignore reality and really create what it is that you want faster and easier. And we offer a free subconscious mind diagnosis session at neutralityshifting.com. There'll be a link up here on Instagram or down in the description on YouTube. If you're on Facebook, it'll be up here as well. Now, when it comes to the subconscious mind, or when it comes to reality, we have to understand that reality is a concoction of feelings. Okay? Reality is a concoction of feelings. The way in which you feel about a particular thing determines how you express your reality. So someone can see swearing or hear swearing in a song or something like this, right? And they'll be like extremely offended. They don't like it. They don't like that behavior and stuff like this. So the feeling they have associated with it dictates their reality. Someone else doesn't mind swearing, can hear swearing and be like, oh, it's nothing, right? And so the people that you like and the people that you don't like can be determined on, swearing alone. And so we need to understand the feelings we have associated with reality, certain things that are reality, is what's going to dictate our reality. And so that leads to a specific outcome. Okay, so we have reality. Reality is creating your feelings, and feelings is creating the outcome. In this way of using reality, you become a slave to reality because you're always allowing external circumstances to dictate how you feel. And if it's dictating how you feel, that's going to lead to specific outcomes. The world is now controlling how you feel. And so what we want to do is learn how to feel our way into the reality that we want. And so instead, we need to know the outcome of what it is that we want. That's why we need to have goals, targets, ambitions, dreams. And then we choose how to feel about it, which changes our reality. And this is why it's so important to ignore reality, because reality is a concoction of your existing feelings, which you've learned from your past, which you've learned from your history. And your history is dictating and controlling your future because, again, you feel a certain way about money, about love, about relationships, and all these things, which lead to particular outcomes. Certain cycles in your life, certain problems and challenges may show up, creating the outcomes, and then the outcomes reaffirm the reality. And so your mind becomes convinced, and now it activates your reticular activating system to see more of what you don't want. And your feelings get stronger in this particular way. It becomes a part of the grooves within your subconscious mind, the way your mind is shaped. And as your mind begins to shape based on what you're seeing in your reality, you get particular outcomes. That's why you want to believe to see, okay? You believe into seeing rather than seeing is believing. You want to become the person that manufactures their reality, that creates their reality. And so we want to learn how to ignore the current circumstance because that's based on old emotions. That's based on the past. That's based on what you've learned through your reality. Okay, and so if you don't ignore reality, again, you might see a certain amount of money in the bank account, and then a certain amount of money leads to certain feelings, and that leads to certain outcomes, and you're continually manifesting the same reality over and over and over again. And if you continually manifest the same reality over and over and over again, it's just going to reaffirm that this is reality and this is real for me, reality. And so you want to be able to go ahead and take control of that. So we have to understand that there's a buffer time. We have to understand that there's behaviors and traits that we need to change. We have to understand that we want to put more attention on how we feel. We want to put more attention in the emotions that we have associated to particular things. Because if it's a negative association to that thing, again, that's creating specific outcomes, and that's creating or making you perceive reality in a particular way. And so what I would do is anytime I, would feel something negative about something, I will go inward and why do I feel about this? Like, why do I feel this way about this particular thing? And shift how I feel about it and get it to a more abundant state where I feel good about it and there's a positive association to that thing. And now I am going to be able to see different outcomes and allowing myself to get what it is that I want. So you can use this in two ways. Okay, the first way is starting with the outcome in mind. What is the outcome that you want? What is the goal that you want to achieve? And then associate feelings with it. You want to amplify it with what you want. So you use the power of your masculine energy, the thought processes in your mind. You use thought and your creational mind energy to construct the ideas, the dreams, the goals, the targets that you want to achieve. And then you go ahead and impregnate your thoughts and your ideas with emotion, with feeling. And with the emotion, you're putting energy in motion now. You're putting energy onto the particular thought. You are impregnating the thought. And you're starting to build the cells, so to speak, and the roots and all of this stuff for this particular idea or philosophy that you have. And the more you feel towards it, it's going to become a part of your consciousness. And the more you develop this consciousness, let's say it's around the area of money, you develop a consciousness around it, it's going to build and build and build and build and build, where it becomes now a personality, an automatic habit, a behavior. And so this behavior is now creating reality automatically, where you're not using force or willpower. You just feel this way. You can't help but feel this way because it's your personality, and so it's creating your reality automatically. So that's one way to do it. Another way to do it is to notice negative feelings as they show up in your existing reality. So you ignore it, but you also use it. You don't give it any power. You don't give it any emotion. You don't give it any emphasis or anything like that. You take a negative emotion or a negative state or negative thought pattern or whatever it is, and then as you become aware of it, you're not going to attach to it. You're not going to feed it any fuel. You're not going to give it any emotion. You're not going to pregnate it. You're going to ignore it and now use it to transmute it into what it is that you want. So you have that negative emotion. How do I choose to feel about this? How would I prefer to feel about this? All right. And as you begin to change that, I would prefer to feel this way about how much money is in my bank account or whatever it is. Now you're changing the way you feel about it. Now you're changing your reality. Okay, so that's the two ways in which I use this into creating my reality. You want to ignore your current reality. Again, it's based on your history. It's based on your past thoughts and actions. And it's your responsibility to really take charge and become the captain of your ship. You want to become the awareness of the ego. You want to become the awareness of the mind. You want to become the awareness of the emotions, and you tell it, you give it instructions on what it needs to do. A computer needs instructions. Your mobile phone, it needs instructions. It needs to be told what to do. So does your mind. The challenge is most of us have become so attached to the mind that we think we are our mind. Now I want you to try something, okay? Usually people thinks their voice is up in their head, that thinking is up in their head and whatever it is. I want you to right now think of something in your chest. I want you to say something in your chest. For example, say, I am beautiful, or I am amazing, or I am great, or whatever it is. I want you to say it in your chest. So feel like you're saying it in your chest and try it. Try it in your belly. Try and talk in your toes. You can talk in other parts of your body. Just feel the feeling. Just pretend it's in your knee and there's a voice in your knee. You can feel it talking, right? You can feel that part of your body talking. So where is thinking? Where is consciousness? All right? Consciousness, we are just pure love awareness. And we think we're in our heads because we've been trained to think that we are in our heads and we are our head and we are our minds. But we are much more than this. And we want to become aware of the emotions, aware of the thoughts, aware of all these things, and kind of consider ourselves as characters that we're playing out in this reality, and realizing that we can reconstruct the character however we would like it to be the person that we know is in alignment with what we are wanting. Because once you're in a specific vibration, once you have specific personalities and belief systems, once you have certain perspectives, money, success, health, relationships, all of those things will come in automatically because it is who you are. You get what you are. You don't get what you want. You get who you are and who you are being. I mean, you can get what you want usually through intention and stuff like this, but what I found is that does not last, that does not sustain over the long run, because it's not a part of who you are. It's almost like you're manifesting, you're creating something to bring something in, but it can't stay because it's not who you are vibrationally. You use intention, you use visualization, you use magic, so to speak, in order to create something, rather than actually programming yourself for that to be automatically coming into your life, but also being sustained in your life over the long run and having that sense of consistency. So that's why I don't really teach manifesting so much anymore. I teach more subconscious programming, because that's where things become permanent. I've taught so many people how to manifest, but I found it's better to teach people how to reprogram, deprogram, and reprogram themselves into the reality that they want, so that not only can they get it, but they can sustain it over the long run, because they can't help it. They can't help but keep that relationship and have that loving relationship, or the money, or whatever it is, because it's their default. It's who they are on a subconscious level, rather than consciously manifesting something into their lives. And so through feeling and constantly feeling, you're going to embody that emotion, where that emotion now becomes automatic. And when that emotion becomes automatic, it develops into a belief. When that belief is constantly programmed and confirmation in your reality that this belief has been true, now you're going to get it into a personality, and then this personality is going to create your reality automatically. All right, so this is the kind of the process that I take people through with one-on-one coaching and my neutrality shifting life mastery program. If you would like to join and become one of the members, then simply get your free subconscious mind diagnosis session at neutralityshifting.com. There will be a link up here on Instagram and Facebook. If you're on YouTube, the description down there, you'll find a link to neutralityshifting.com. Click on it and get your free subconscious mind diagnosis session. Spots fill up fast, so make sure you sign up right now. And remember to keep learning, keep growing, keep expanding, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.